Super Bowl 60 is fast approaching, and you can bet on every moment of Super Bowl glory. Every trip to that end zone matters more than ever, as the Seahawks and the Patriots are going head-to-head. And DraftKings Sportsbook has all your favorite ways to bet touchdowns for Super Bowl 60. The next great Super Bowl touchdown is coming, and you can bet on every moment of glory. New customers, bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code SONNEN. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? Bet live on star player props and in-progress games right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers, use my promo code SONNEN and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's promo code SONNEN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Shavkat Rakhmonov, guys, did you see the video going around? There was a video, I thought it was, I don't even know the word to use, disturbing, sad, but I mean from a human standpoint. Like, hey bro, are you okay? So a video comes out of Rakmanov, and then he was at a fight, and he was cornering somebody. At any rate, he just had another knee surgery. So we have never really known what's going on with Rakmanov. Like, it's been very quiet. Let's back the tape up a couple of years. Rakmanov comes into T-Mobile last event of a year, a couple of years ago, fights Wonder Boy, comes out of it and has something wrong with him. Like, there was this story of an Achilles, or there was a story of his foot, but he never used it as his excuse. He never used it as media. It was really hard, actually, to even confirm whether that was accurate or not. So his career gets a little bit delayed. I'm giving you guys a timeline, but his career gets a little bit delayed. He ends up in a fight with Ian Garry. And that's the first fight ever that goes the distance. It's the first fight ever that Rakmanov loses a round. And then the story came out, well, he's compromised. But now it was no longer the Achilles or the ankle. It was no longer the bottom part of the leg. It was the knee. This is the story. And they didn't book him, and he was right in line for a title shot. So we, the community, believe that he is compromised. We believe he's got an issue, but we were never really given like a full confirmation. I don't know of a time that a manager or a coach or Rakmanov himself came out and really cleared this up with the audience. So it turns out he had knee surgery, all right? So he's now either scheduled to go in for a knee surgery or he just completed another knee surgery. Dr. Chael. That tells me infection. Generally, if you have a knee surgery and then you have to go back in, a lot of times there's an infection, and that can be a very trying experience. I know athletes, their careers were over. They came back and they tried again, they tried to fight again, but like infection, right? Knee injury is a tough one to start with because you're talking about 8 or 11 months, and now we're talking about MCL or ACL. Dominic Cruz, it ended up being a total of 3.5 years that he was out. And when they had the visual of Rakmanov, he wasn't just on the crutches. You know, the crutches that go under the arm. Your classmate breaks his leg over the way and he comes in, he's got these crutches under his arm. Rakmanov had those ones that are generally like I see seniors wearing them. They lock around your wrists, and then they have you seen these? I'm only sharing that visually it looked like he was in some real trouble. I mean, visually, I felt for him. It was a disturbing, it was a surprising. I go to the comment sections to see what the kids online were saying to even confirm if it was Rakmanov, of which the kids believe it was, and I mean, it's on video. I saw it. I believe it was Rakmanov. So what is going on there? What does it mean for 170? Like, Ian Garry is coming for a title shot. We know that. I mean, that train is coming down the tracks and it's coming fast. But is he next? He doesn't have to be. Like, the biggest Ian Garry fan isn't banging the drum to give him a title shot. The matchup against Islam is, I mean, you're just going to have that. You're going to have your shot at the title. You wait a little bit, you get a little space, things happen. Somebody else gets that belt. Now you've got a shot at winning the title. That's very different than having a shot at the title. I only share for you, like, as red hot as Ian Garry is, there's almost a pullback from putting him into that position. I feel when he does interviews, there's almost a pullback by him. I don't feel that he's in this over-hurried to get in there with Islam. I could have that wrong. But if we are looking at the division, if we're removing Rakmanov, who is clearly the number one guy, what is Rakmanov now, 19-0 with 18 finishes? He's clearly the number one guy. But if we're removing him, if he's out for a period of time, go to Michael Morales. And where is Kamaru Usman in this mix? Rakmanov, by the way, guys, is expected to be out another 9 to 10 months. So, again, he either is getting ready to go into the surgery or he just came out of it. But when you come out of it, you got right around that 9 to 10 month mark. So I'm having to do some guessing here, but my guess is that he just had a second knee surgery. And he's going to be gone. Rakmanov's going to be gone. So what do you do with that division? Right? Like, Kamaru Usman is not going anywhere. That's the argument that I make. I think it's very clear. I think it should be Kamaru Usman. The only thing holding back that argument is just that he's had the opportunity before. And I don't know that a guy gets punished for having an opportunity before. I will just share for you, there is something to be said for new blood and some parity, and that's where Michael Morales would have a little bit of a jump on Kamaru. But I could name for you 3 or 4 other things I'd like to see Michael Morales do. I could not name another thing for you I'd like to see Kamaru do. I really think it should be Kamaru versus Islam, not to mention matchup-wise. That's a very interesting match. Very interesting. Islam's going to be the first guy ever to go take Kamaru Usman down and keep him there. That's kind of hard to believe, but I would pay my money and give my time to see it. That would be an amazing thing to see. And then what do you do with Garry? Where does he go in between time? And it would just seem to me that Garry versus Morales makes a lot of sense. There is a rumor, and I was there, but I didn't see it, but other people did. There's a rumor that when Morales beat Leon right there at Madison Square Garden, that he was told by the boss, you're next. You're fighting for the title next. If that happened, then we don't need to discuss this. If he was told that, it will be Morales next, but I don't know that that was said. I don't know that there wasn't a misunderstanding. I don't know that there wasn't something said to Morales that was meant as a compliment, like, hey, great job. There was a pat on the back and the story got a little bit out of hand. So I don't know who's next, but it's very clear that it's not Rakmanov. And by the way, guys, my intent 17 minutes and 18 seconds ago when I sat down to make this piece was to throw an arm around Rakmanov. To show him support. Let him know, hey, you never told us, you never made an excuse. We've now seen that you're dealing with some things. Out another 9 to 10 months. As a community, we're with you. That was my intent here. I felt like over that track, it turned into taking his opportunity away. Was not how I meant it.